Hey heroes, Jonathan here at Night Knowledge. We're playing Wildermyth, the Omenroad DLC. We're on Season 8, Episode 9. We're close to the end, I think. So let's just keep going. A snarl of ribboned crevices and hills where the gusts grown hot and smell like scorched spices. Alcides' nostrils give birth to rivers, reacting to the company he'd claimed much more than to the atmosphere. I could make ya pike, a pike to break the wyvern chains of the old sky. As he seemed certain, predicting they'd have knocked into him again, Netherflare's traveling forge master Morin. Weigh your hands down well and proffer for 'em if you want such a thing. Morin Smelter Glare, Morin the Smith Most. Morin the Earth Traitorous Auk. Auk? No one wants the sky to fall, just want weapons. No one does, Well, this are what you'll needest most, of course we must do. Me and my hammer and my fire unfree. And just don't go expecting no charity. Okay, so let's see what we can upgrade. Let's see, if we take a look here, everyone's armor has been fully upgraded. And I think if we keep what's it called, resources, we get extra, we get extra points, but who cares about that? Should I keep this axe or should I maybe go with a throwing knife? 3 throwing knives that deal extra damage if flanking, or throwing axes that shred armor. So we want to keep that, I guess. Or what happens? Throwing net, it will pin. No, we don't care about that. No warding. Nah. Okay, so we're fine with that. Maybe we can spend time to upgrade gear. We'll upgrade Taurus's rapier. There we go, and that's it. We don't really need to upgrade anything. Okay, so we'll just go back. That's fine. They leave the wagon side wielding wonders only one man could easily have worked. No more bittering bread cart. I don't think so. I'm always astounded to see your craft. You never wanted better than that bow. It served me well, Morin. I thank you. You're behaving oddly, you know. Oh, I'm always pretty weird. There are no offers you will make me? Nesselnall's sensei turned to the stinko opportunity, and you know, I don't smell that on you right now. Yeah. But then, they're away. He begins to pull. Opportunities, they're away. No coming around again. If you falter for the final gaze of colors washed off this iron old world, I'll be bartered with that wanting little heart of yours. Good news? That smile of yours tickles me every crimbling little nerve. I'd be better off if I weren't such a curious girl, or if your smile wasn't all fetching like that. So I guess it's lucky I've never cared much how well off I was. I slept well, Vrel Diane, but would you not know whether or why? By the way, what's an auk? What is it? The auk was a dumb small bastard of an animal. A low terror of early ages, a beast bent on badness and stinkery. Hadda took it in his arms and combined it with its clay-hearted twin. And so we were given the gentle ox to be our workmate. Ah, like 2 ox. Yes, so the ox is really 2 ox. One a placid, companionable creature, the other a chaosy and ill-stubborn buns. I never did think much of whether that story was actually true, and you were never meant to. Okay. So we're getting close. Now, here's another I begin to wonder, dear Thelavine. Let us imagine something. Imagine you accomplish all you intend. Your ambitions are realized. You watch triumphant as the glittering pelt sinks round those dragonfly bones. The vast spirit furls, reduced to one tiny opaline egg. What happens then? Do you know what else might collapse in the dragon's final throes? The absence there left, will Orue fill it? Will she take up all the yolks and yarns that spill slack on the shadow dragon's quaking floor? If she does not, or if she is unhappy to, or if she but gradually bends down for those burdens, how many mountains and myths will topple without a foundation? Might you give a number? A vague estimate, even? You are far from guessing, or considering, I suppose. There is a cosmic price should Narufaluan shake or shatter. Creation may buckle, and it's not impossible you will die, or even somehow that annihilation may come. It is no small chance. But that would be better than aborting my quest. Annihilation would be? Yes, because if I will not fight to crown her, then I do not deserve to love her. And that would be terrific agony, I suppose, resigning yourself to thinking that. You are young to your feelings, I have said. I mean that I am old to mine. But I was a girl for all my life's great decisions, and, in fact, that is the only way I can explain them without wincing. I know that a girl, a child, a boy, thinks death is better than disappointment. But a woman, if she has patience, learns. We learn. Because death, I think you have not really imagined it, Diva dear. Call it something grim-gray as annihilation, and I see why it might seem distant, incomprehensible, but death is easy to understand. Love, you may not yet realize, it begins and it ends. Even a mother's love, a father's love, even a god's. However much comfort you may find in scent of her feathers, whether she is your sky or your ground, her love is not everything. Your life is. It is everything. Thevaline. It is all possibility. And death replaces that with nothing. So when you talk about Orue's love, her love, it is life to me. It is the entirety of the ambition which has become me. A metamorphosis. An error. Doesn't it seem like an error to you? You are Thrixel originally. Even a guided change can have unintended, ungood results, and may still be undone. It may be undone, perhaps, and yet. Would you not happily return to how you were, Orufel, a girl again? Would you blithely revert to the unshattered self she who was you before the labor of all your cracking and growing? I would not. What it is like to want and to dread, I think you cannot grasp it because it has never escaped you. I would not go back, Orufel, from all and knowing the taste of nothing to nothing and knowing the taste of all. Ah well. I suppose it is fun to imagine something so small and corn-like as love could threaten the hills of creation. Truly, a common vegetable sprouting in unlikely soil has brought summer to the winter mind, the Thrixel mind, and with it the winds of ruin. It sure is perilous across worlds. It gives you power. It gives you power. It gives you power. It gives you power and dooms you to seek power's end. Any next step our toes may touch the castle stones, I will no longer be your guide then. The country here feels hardened, lights and colors denser. shadows blacker and more wiry. They all can sense journey's end. It's like an eye open to them. I like that thing. The Strood, unmeaty under all his armor. Does well to remind you that home's not coming over the hill. Sometimes I forget we're somewhere else. I hate saying so, freaks me out a little. Yeah, and for all a dance, huh? All because some bad-smelling beardo appeared to us one particular boring summer night. The never-before ball, your hand-wrote-an invitation, Althear, knocks me on the nose suddenly. Just how far it traveled and that it worked on us. It summoned us here. But I didn't know what all it would mean, and how could I have? But I obviously thought the road would have been easier than this. Hey, it's mostly your fault for Aldayan, remember? You basically made me feel like I'd be a real chicken if I said, no, let's guard these grain sacks. Could have been a big mistake, I guess. I don't think I fooled you, though. Isn't it more like you let me convince you? You had some reason of your own for this journey, was what I assumed, and I still assume it. Ha! Fine, maybe. Well, maybe. I might have had some wanderlust, a soft urge to be away from town responsibility. Yep. A black hall is beautiful. That is where the ball will be. Beautiful, and the citadel will be beautiful. Glyphrex too, an unforgettable grin, a grandiosity that is subtle somehow, sneaks in while you're nodding comfortable and quietly unmoors your imagination. You will only notice later that a dragon has been here. But none of these sensations now seem enough, not beautiful enough, not breathtaking enough, not answering to the mighty guests I bring. I know, after all, that it was not just really for a dance you passed the pale. I know that Glyphix has prepared nothing besides, so it was awkward. You all have endured a lot to come here, and I am hoping you will not be disappointed. Won't be. We won't be. Long as we get to see you dance. Long as I get to see Alcides dance in Taurus. If I see Caleb of Sable Lake jigging around the punch bowl, I can throw myself off a spire and still be smiling when I strike the ground. In my case, it is a dragon we're speaking of, an ancient being, alive since the first flames when Hada Rohana wept for Kadna and the Ka's 5 wonderful vessels broke and her children were born a wing. So I can say earnestly and without pause, even my wilder ambitions are to this point well exceeded. But if I meet a dragon, do not worry, that will not be enough. Glyphrex, 5th dragon, Shadow Dragon. Glyphrex, to whom we owe everything. You made no return to the world you're from. I would have lost my mind and my fingernails raking against the walls of whatever this is, trying to escape, I mean. If I was given your life and your fate, it's humbling. It's humbling to think about, and I feel like I did you pretty wrong at the start, so I'm, All the color-thudding universe continues to be, pulsing of heat from a ground flame eddy on their faces. This was a pretty good group. It feels good telling you so, that this was a very good group to take a road with. These scaly-skinned creepers, these light-giving little wonders. Hey Alcides, seems like something you might do. Grab a crystal trophy. If I wanted a trophy, I'd go back and knock out a few wolf's teeth. For Aldayan. See it with me. She turns. A herald wind strikes the dust from their sleeves as the castle at last comes to meet them. The death of our adventure. Distant sounds of living speckle the stillness. A palace for the playful. I remember Captain Anya saying something like that. The Queen's palace was lavish, its walls short, quaint, and pretty. The armories dusty and bare. In my youth, the only battles I expected to win were fought with words or pranks. This one looks much grander, of course, but I'm reminded of calm court. Is there something big, architectural principle? Gross extravagance? Perhaps. But how did it ever get built? How did it? It never exactly did. Or, I mean, the building is eternally incomplete. Ongoing, it is added to, subtracted from, as often as ideas come. Green ideas on gray ideas, whims heaped on whims. Choices folded into other choices. It's an anthology, the fantasy of innumerable brains, dead and living. Though, as you might think, Glyphrix is its chief imaginer and decider, a monarch. Any warnings, Althear? Any rules I'm meant to follow? That we're all meant to follow, you mean? Warnings? Yes. Yes, there are dire warnings. Dire, and I knew I would have to say them, and yet I found myself delaying over and over again, choosing to delay. I was given good cause to delay, I think, but still, I am sorry. There are no more delaying I can do since we're here and we are friends, and I will not shy any longer from telling you everything. Althear makes her accounting then, finishing the story of where she went when the expedition was young. She speaks about the nature of the ball. And they will go for the first time with a true idea of what to expect. Good Lord. Okay, here we go. Beans are disgusting to eat. You disagree? Hey, do you disagree? You rooch! The Gwals seem heedless as ever, Aegar. Althear, good, reprimand them. They're heeding less than heedless. Whoa. They never answer me straight. Hard when you don't share a language. Yes, it's terrible, but Althear, it's worse than terrible. Naturally. Althear, the Gwals must know something. I've pondered this, and so it's true. There must be something they know. And they hold it over us, whatever it is. Shall I report it to their master then? Oh, yes. Yes, good idea. The dragon. Promise you will. It is promised. Glyphrix had better berate them this time, or I'll make gargoyles elsewhere else say. Have you lived here long? Think I'd tell a spy? Hey you, respond. Beans are disgusting to eat. Beans are... Okay, well, I don't know that I agree. Do you know that you... Well, who are you? Someone who hates being squawk-locked at. The city inside the citadel is an embarrassment of architectural splendors, strung round and snarled with excess infrastructure, avenues, alleys, loops, bridges, bypasses. The metropolis of Eteldwell-Twive. Warm haze clings to the veined curls of buildings in narrow walk-betweens. Every odor of breeze runs down the broader streets. Eteldwell-Twive, Cottage of Twilight. Cottage, yes, that's the word I was looking for. A nice, quaint cottage, just about family-sized. Hardened grime lines the seams and corners of most things, but sweet smells waft from a near plaza. Fruit roasting, pastry baking, flour frying, meats bursting their crusts. Hideous and beautiful together, kind of. Admittedly, to my eyes, a dream. The city is sparsely peopled for its size, but by no means empty. That guy sells gargoyles, or just makes them. Faces reveal themselves. Some clearly curious, others less legible. Here, as nowhere else, I can point which lane goes where and you can continue on your own. But that being said, please follow close. There's worse folks to meet than AR is. Is the unspoken thing I'm just loudly spoken? Taurus, sorry, I know but can we... I smell sun on you, Adoran. Alcides, Calum, come on, we don't want to be late. But I want him to try calling me whatever that word was again. There's no arriving late. Or early. Time has no universal measure here. You each keep your own clock, your moment and your memory, contained in your mind. But there are horrors in the pattern where the moments of many beings fuse, are, I think, made to fuse by design. The never-before ball will be one of these, a convergence event, uniting the present moment of its attendees. It will begin not at an hour, but with the arrival of its guests, and so will all seem to arrive together. A tumbled dog tune whiskers at the light. That actually is kind of nice. It's usually the other way around. The song? No, but the song's nice too. The players hug her instrument in shade upon an iron balcony. Althea. You two rangers tried to wander. There's ghosts out there, Althea, beyond the city. Graveless ghosts, reeking of unfed frustration. We couldn't go anywhere for wanting to return. Crack. Vika. I understand your concerns, but mind what you call me. A shy one. Did Kior have a great many kinds of people? Certainly not this many. Your rangers? Since we met? Careful, Kenwyn. That blade on the man's back looks like it's seen use. Arriving in this city, it will be a confusion of sounds and images to Viraldian. Glimpses of her trail-tested friends, brave eyes bright over their anxiety, stains of color on the rippling maze of dimension, and darkness heaped behind any familiar profile. These memories. A stark, powerful memories in some ways. They are oblong memories. But they but slightly seem to graze each other. They won't stack well. Separately, they can each be wholly held. And fog shreds of that beautiful voice, hers then, barely listened to, will cling in the branches and bracken of Viraldian's mind, as she lifts these polished creekstones from the bed of her remembering. The lost and longing, we look ahead and behind, instead at our current place. There is no deciding the future, so I wish sometimes we would stop making such an effort at it. I wanted to do like you asked, Viraldian. I'd be a gentle study of your will, your way, even your walk. My walk? But I think perhaps our road is at its end. It apparently taxes my vocabulary, finding a way to tell you this without making it all quippy or casual or like neutered maybe. So let's see what options we have. So there are accurate statements I can make, like whether I survive here matters less to me than whether I'm with you, courage and haste, or Orufel, I'm no one who ever deserved to walk that road with you, but it's both audacious and highly attractive of me to promise. Let's take this. There are accurate statements I can make, like whether I survive here matters less to me than whether I'm with you. Okay. It's eerie to me, Viraldian, though I'm sure you can't know it. There is someone you will soon meet whose sentiments you so nearly echo, but I am little shocked by the warmth I feel, hearing them from you, hearing them about me. Is there hope? at least? If I thought I knew how this all might truly end, I would say so. We should go in. We're being looked at. Ah. With one nudge soft as a wish, the last door disappears before them. Enter the black hall, but approach the DS last. In our polite society, you appreciate the rooms and refreshments before cornering your host. We'll know when. It'll be quite obvious. So first, enjoy yourselves. Enjoy ourselves. You can at least present an amicable front, right? That would be my plan if I couldn't be genuine. Farah gives an infuriating wink and saunters through. It is almost a strut, and oh, does it look annoying. But the others will follow after. The ballroom blossoms with voices and fire. Every shadow-teeming corner hides a face. Currents of perfume, some familiar and others unique, eddy around shoulders and turned heads pour from sleeves. Party guests mill, most of them speaking low, and their laughter drifts along with their scents as they migrate between tables and groups. Not every glance is warm, but there is wonder in their eyes too. A waltz, sweet and solemn, like a large spirit fills these wide rooms. Roves among columns and colors the air, rustling through drawers of the heart, ruffling the hair. I recognize this tune, actually. When I close my eyes, lost pink wandering moons are their mirthful cheeks, dead darling faces. Would we have been friends, Calum, if we met in Calm Court? Us? You would have maybe intimidated me. Your ease, your wit, your ability to endure, that is what I see in you, you know. A strength, an endurance. The proof is your smile. Yeah, I guess I am famously intimidating. Delicacies of competing palates, human and beyond, ride beside each other on herds of well-dressed tables. Some dishes cold, some hot, some oily, some not. One odor whips the nose, while others seduces. I will be disappointed if you don't sign the guest book. What's the best bottle here, would you say? I feel like I've earned a drink of some kind. There are many opinions, but they all sound like growl, so I cannot help you if you're hoping to be selective. You see, though, now how wide we cast our net. Althea had revealed certain secrets to the group just before bringing them up the trans-spiral stair at the Citadel's base. I persisted in my disregard, and supposed Griffiths too had no real concerns, but then I saw those grudge-bold ghosts arise, and how the Omenrads forced their mouths over us. So, the never-before ball? Sorry. It's always just a wonderful excuse to gather heroic story characters together in one place. See, we all have no real defenses here. Glifric's Royal Guard sounds nice, and you can imagine them all tabarded in black and clacking swords together, sweating in the yard. But there is simply no such thing, nor any semblance of an army, only quarrels. So a fighting force had to be found, or deceived? Jerked by the collar, basically, even if they didn't know it, moved to stand in the way. Yes, succinctly put. I suppose an invitation to a ball always did seem strange, even to me. So the guests were being asked to guard this place? You prune too tightly to the buds, my dear. Guests won't be asked to do anything. There is some expectation, perhaps, that they will guard their own lives, and then, oh, how fortunate should those efforts serve doubly to protect the halls of their host. Oh, Althea, it had to happen, I think. Savan, your brother is Savan. The dragon head perks, then comes smoothly around. Glifric's voice is like a purr on a prayer. It is soft, but it is heard, perhaps solely by the force of intention. What uncommon eyes are in your head, if they've indeed beheld him? The breadth of those jaws is water-smelling, with a faint reek of steel. They have. Sunlit Savan brings summer with him. He's a joyful flyer, a wandering aurora. When he's young, his glorious voice is beloved. He sings more than any of us. He burned and killed them all, everyone, everything. Yes, you have to watch out for him. Savan loses his sister first. He does not remember, for finding him sends him into senselessness, anger, but also terror. He dies many times, not in one continuum, but across them all. Fear's what slays dragons, their own fear. It clips the wings from their once free minds, sending them crawling into marshes of blood. The dragon monarch of Netherflare reclines in a spot where nearly every scale width of the hall would seem visible. My brother never masters his fear. The heights of agony are all he ever achieves. But why should I be made to think of these things? Why should I be forced to walk the path to been and done? It only loops back here. I feel colder when I try to forget the fallen. Are you different from me? Almost certainly. Here are some differences. I don't call the dead of the fallen. I can breathe knives of blackness. I'm Glyphorix. You're obviously not. So what are you called? Just Taurus. People said nothing would stop me when my rage burned high, and I believed that about myself for a long while. But you were never proud of your fury. Neither is he. You know it's alchemy to transform your fear. As they've spoken, there's no change in the general hubbub, the sweeping music. It's as if this whole conversation has happened silently in one keen glance. Life's fragile, Taurus, and for all the ill dragons have wrought and will, killing wasn't originally our invention. Though, when she eye prods me that way, I do feel as if I could create the whole concept anew. Me, I was merely reluctant to intrude. Listen to how she speaks. It's so unfashionable. I'm a lady of mountainous sophistication. I'm about even such fine things as fashion. Should I apologize? See? In any case, I must take the floor. It's as all the members of her party coalesce around the dais that Althear's betrayal begins to unfold. Take the floor? Why? Stepping towards the center of the hall, she makes a rune on her face that none can read. She's obeying her own judgment, or is she obeying her own judgment or acting at an unseen direction of another? For my freedom? Would I even see the dragon dead? Thieveline, I invite you to the Twilight City, to the Black Hall where and when we bide. To the never-before ball. Come, you are invited, and I shall not lift my bow to harm you. I promise this, and I vow too, Glyphorix shall receive no warning. Along with any I have the power to bring, I promise it. And you? Who? Who can you mean? Promise it. All right, then, I do swear, but it depends on my return. I should find my companions before they're truly lost. If that is your oath, we may call this deal struck. So, it happens this way. Yes, it happens quickly. A rift in place. A lapse in moment. brings him through. The fate I foresaw? Is my handiwork. Sorry. And I am sorry. I never thought I would be the loose lock. Well, that is why they're heroes. True, that is why there are heroes. Thieveline flares his glistening carapace and cries wide with echoing emotions. Invited be and sate ourselves. It's beautiful, though barely comprehensible, a many-timbered voice making harmony with itself. A bardic drove thrums from its body, a noise that grows brain-slittingly sharp if you listen to it. Feast on the thrown thief. Now phantoms pour through the shrinking rift, seeming not so eager to heap upon the dragon as they are to quench their pain on the crowded living. Sometimes I wish I were a flyer instead of a digger. It'd be dragonly of you if you were to not help us, if you were to leave us to face your foe. Oh, no. I'll help. I fight mostly with words these days. But I'll be sure to say some nasty ones. I've saved some truly ulky acerbisms. You make me so mad, I'm on your side. A great wave of specters washed through before the rift finally seals, but they are met and matched. A general astonishment passes and minor skirmishes flow outwards as foaming ghosts meet ranks of mythic partygoers. There's not enough of them to get through us, if you say so. But there are more arriving by the moment. What? Reality is thin here, and the great bard's voice is sheer and strong. New portals are actively being cut into the scene, monsters boiling forth, and behind them, dreadful, forgotten shapes stir as if from sleep. Fang's chaos pursues the soon outbodied defenders to the room's edges. Tell me you will be careful, Varaldian. No oaths, I would of course insist, but I have no plans to abandon all sense, don't worry. You and I have waded through some muck together, but you have not faced. But Elthiar, what about our fellow guests? Why? Well, nothing big, but they look like they're all about to die. They're pretty hard-pressed and getting hemmed in. If we cut them free, though, they might be excited enough to help take Thieveline down. Now yours is the calmer head, and mine the weathery mess. Yes, I can't hurt Thieveline, I swore it so, but I can do everything else in my power so that you, and the rest of your friends, you will outlive the twilight. They're your friends too, you know. A song of animus, skirling from spectral throats and filling the halls, whirling and resounding, the song of all resentment unresolved. Thieveline rushes the dais. Glyphorix, see the ruin of your dreams. My dreams aren't even in your range, little one. An unforgettable spin they all take, combatants following the steps of a dance they know well. Fend off, feint, kill when you can, survive. There will never be another ball like it. Here we go, finally. Okay, so we got some additional bonuses. We got courage, +2 damage. Plus the speed. Okay. So we got Thieveline. The music of each moment swells. Okay, whatever. Whoa. Thieveline's portals. When Thieveline's health bar is depleted, new monster portals open. Thieveline has 3 stages that must be defeated. Between each stage, he will open another monster portal. Portals spawn monsters for the next 3 turns. Okay. Great. And what? Portals have health? Portals have health. Let's see, where are we? We're just surrounded by Thieveline? That's not fair. Let's see, kill Thieveline. Glyphorix must survive. Where's... Oh, he's right there. Okay. Kill 8 enemies to free up reinforcements. 8 remain. What, is this guy not going to attack me though? Okay. What things can we interfuse with? Potted plant. So hold on a second. It's Calum. Can you interfuse with something? What can you interfuse with? A table for infernal rain or brazier steel fire. Let's go with this. And let's do infernal rain. And hit these 3. Or can we hit someone else? Let's hit these 3. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see. Alcides, let's give it a try. We're gonna throw an axe. There we go. That guy's out. Extra experience for him. Okay, Taurus. Let's see. Althear. Let's interfuse with this brazier. Let's interfuse with this table. And let's shoot something. Can I shoot anything and kill it? No. Can I shoot this guy? Looks like that guy's invincible. So let's take out the Scorier. Okay, so now we have... Let's see, who's left? Who can we move now? Taurus. Let's swap weapons. And let's go over here. And we're going to shoot through all three. Oh, we can only shoot through 2 of them. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. As the monsters are driven from his flank, a warrior of legend is freed to fight the bigger battle. Valiant Gralls, you've been a great help. Now follow me. Oh, look at that. We're going to have more people to join us. So we have Kinson. Can Kinson attack? So let's start attacking this guy. You know what? I'm going to have the Gwal attack this guy first from this side. Of course, and he dodges. Okay. I'm going to heroism up. And let's frenzy attacks each time. So the bite is free. Let's do the bite. And let's frenzy it up. Let's see, Wolfclaw does 6 to 9 damage. We could do technically more with this. So let's frenzy it up again. There we go. Shield is broken. Has a... Okay, so Bard is still over there. Let's get the Gwal over here. Wait. Vera, let's put you over here. Okay, let's see what happens. Ooh, everyone takes damage. Okay, and pushes 8 song. Okay, 9 damage. We're okay. Raccoons and Bogmores, Dweavers and Seekers. This worm guy looks too jazzed to be here. They won't openly admit, but all Thrixel take 150% damage. Ooh, Thrixels. Let's take them out. So Thrixels are all over here. Althear, can I get you to interfuse with this column? And I want you to hit. Can I have you hit multiple people? Yes. Beautiful. Okay. That guy's dead. Let's see. What happened to that other Gwal? There we go. Poisoned. Alright. Taurus. Let's... Super Poison. Kinson. Let's bite again. No. Bite for free. Let's see. Alcides, why don't you go see what you can do? How are you not dead yet? Oh, more health. That's opened up a portal. Not great. Okay, Gual. Why don't you move backwards? I don't know whether... Okay, we're gonna move forward. Is this a portal right here? Thrixel portal. I think I should like beat up on the portals. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna do Infernal Rain. I can't hit him. Can I hit? No. Can I do Greater Constrict? No. I can Greater Constrict that guy. Who's left? Let's do Shark Trap. There we go. Shark Trap's up. There we go. Okay, more enemies. Hey, Sea Genius. No one likes that you've done what you've done to the pigs. Cut it out. All Gorgons hang their heads, taking extra damage. Okay, so now we want to take on the Gorgons. Okay. Oh, crap. Man, you're surrounded. Absolutely surrounded. Okay, let's do some heroism stuff. Can I destroy this portal? No, I don't think I can attack. I don't think I can attack it. So let's just keep... Oh, shite. There's a lot of guys over there. Good job. Surging from a throne of slumping, steam-turned phantoms, a Drauv warrior. You are young to be wearing such wings. Who did we get? Oh, we got Piark has joined us. Oh, thank God. Okay, let's do this. Let us jump jaw right there. I wonder if I should risk this. Let's use Quelling Moss on those guys. And maybe shoot all these guys at once. Beautiful. And he's got the additional action point. Great. Or maybe he should move away. Let's still step away. Kinson. Let's get this Gual. Attack on that side. You're poisoned now. Let's see. Let's see. What can we interfuse with? Okay, we're gonna steal fire right onto this guy's middle. Enjoy it. There we go. Another shield is down. Let's have... Shouldn't that have hurt them all? Damn it. Let's see. Should we bother fighting? No. I'm going to put more Guals in front to block. Okay, who's next? Kinson. Free bite? Yep. Sure. Send him off to battle. Elthiar, who can you shoot? Let's shoot this guy, I guess. Okay, let's move Veraldian backwards. Alcides, let's move away from the damage. And let's Silk Step away. Seven damage, the raccoon's down. Everyone's gonna get pinned. Damn, Shark Trap's good. Unlike Jump Jaw, like it only triggers one trap. No walls. Yeah. Growl? Yeah, we got more Gual attendants. Uh-oh. The Ancient Amalgam. Oh boy. Where are those things? Uh-oh. We got some huge enemies coming. Yeah, we got some huge enemies. Let's see, where are they? Not over here. Not over here. Oh, they're all in this corner. Okay, not great. Let's see. Taurus. Should we shoot all these guys? I think we need, what's it called? Okay, let's put Jump Jaw right here. And let's shoot these guys. There we go, beautiful. Oh no. Well, at least we killed that guy immediately. You know what? Why don't we move backwards? What will Flight do? Flight will swift action, leaps over. Wall. Dragon Spear. Attack him from behind. Let's see. Elthiar, can I get you to shoot? Who should we shoot? This guy? There's no one we can really shoot. Maybe this guy? Does a little damage. Ugh. Kalem. We have a fire that we could... Oh, we shouldn't have done that, because now... Let's have this guy go over here. Pjark. Kinson, let's move back. What is attendant? Refreshing beverage. Oh, he can heal. I wonder how far he can toss that. Okay, Alcides. Jump Jaw over there. And throw axe. Okay, let's... Okay, let's see what happens. Nice. Pinned. Oh, poisoned, everything. Oh, that was... Okay, Glyphrix is taking damage, but I think we're okay. We're okay. Man. Come on, Pjark. Aha, you're pinned. Oh, here comes the Ursik. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This mofo. Jeez, I'm concussed. How very confident of you, wearing those piddly horns in my presence. All deepists take 150% damage. Okay. This is not good. This is not good. Let's see. Oh my god. Maybe we should really focus on Thelavine, I guess? Can you... refreshing beverage? Refreshing beverage. I don't think that does anything for her. Does... Come on, Vera. Just take her out. Invulnerable. Beat of silence. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is not good. Okay, we just gotta focus fire, take this guy out as soon as possible. Elthiar, can you... Okay, actually you get a little bit over here. Who can you shoot? You can shoot this guy, or you can shoot maybe this guy. That doesn't seem like enough damage. These guys can... Here, attack those guys. Oh man, it's not enough. Taurus, oh man, look at that big guy over there. I'll have Kinson go over here. Free bite. There we go. More action for him. I'll move him, I'll sentinel him. Alcides, can you attack this guy? Or Piark, let's see. Let's take out this huge, scary thing. Let's jump jaw this spot. Okay, that guy's down. Okay, we have this wall guy. He can't seem to attack that guy. So why don't we send something right here. Calum, let's see, is there anyone else? Okay, Calum's the only person left. There we go. $13 damage, that's the way. Uh-oh. Come on, kids in. Here comes the Ursik. Uh-oh. Well, this is looking bad. I think we should all just focus fire on this. Oh, but she has a couple shields. Vituperation. So these guys all take 150% more damage. Okay. I understand the risks. Okay, Elthiar. Who do we want to attack? Oh my god, look how many guys there are here. I can interfuse with something. The Brazier. Okay, let's arrow someone. Maybe all these guys? Okay, maybe Vera should go over here. Who needs a heal? Someone needs a heal. Get closer to this guy. Holy crap, Kinson's gonna die. Let's, there we go. Shield broken. What are we gonna do with Kinson? Free bite on the Weldling. And Frenzy. Maybe that was a mistake. Oh no, that's okay. Oh, that's a stunt. Does that mean he gets an additional action? He does not. Refreshing beverage on Calum. Okay, what do we got? What can you interact with? Let's do Shark Trap this way. Okay, Vera, hit all these guys. Let's turn on Stalwart. Who's left? Alcides, okay. Okay, that guy's out. Wall attendant can't help. Kinson's gonna go down. This actually hurts. And she knew it would. Have I been too casual in my promises? Oh, no, she healed herself. Oh, Kinson's about to die. Kinson's dead. One too many blows gets the better of Kinson. I'm sorry, I can't continue. I hope I helped anyway. Kinson disappears for now. Oh, look at this big guy. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's not ending. Okay, let's move Gwal up here. Heal Elthiar. And this is becoming super dangerous. We're gonna through shot. There we go, that guy's poisoned. There's too many guys. I don't know how we're gonna do this. Oh shit, I'm not close enough. There we go. Last shield is broken. Let's see, this guy. That dart's down. Calum, what can we do? Let's interfuse with something. Discus. Splinter Salvo. Column, Discus, Lore Dump. Destroy book. 3 potency. Hey, wait. Why didn't I move Piark? Let's see. Let's see, Discus. Let's do the Shark Trap. Shark Trap This way. Flight. Doesn't help. That doesn't help anyone. Let's put... Yeah, it's down. Okay. I'm gonna move LTR away and shoot maybe the wardrobe. Yeah. I hope Farah's okay. He's pinned. There goes that dragon spear. Okay. Something's taking massive damage. Oh man, I don't have enough. I got lots of ward. Okay. Ha! Take that damage. I love that. The shark trap's very good. Yeah, look at that. It's taking out everything. Haha, I got pinned. Double pinned. Oh man, that's such a good spell. I can't see if Varro's gonna live through this. Good lord. Uh-oh, Varro's gonna go down. We have to take him out in this turn. Okay. That face of someone who's just realized he's got very swampy trousers. Okay. So all those guys. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, all these guys. Let's see. Hey Piark, why don't I have you go here? Oh. Okay. Piark did the final hit. Thea Levine's final collapse is accompanied by terrific silence. Soundless sighs of color are the ghost's only going away shapes. His voice, torn tuneless, is the first sound to score the quiet. It's still lush, it is still bladed, but it's a whispered song now. My dear goddess, to be with you. Once I entered your forests, seeking nothing. Once I left your forests, seeking you. For you I wanted, for you I hated, for me, it was for me. Don't you hear? He thinks this is an opera. Come save him before I eat him. Orue emerges out of unbeing, her at tremendous speed, falling. Her coat of hair and feathers make the merest rustle. Orue, crescent moon, casting deeper than shadows from her great black side, so an observer will think the slender light is all she is. She pools onto the bard's defeated body. Each quill and strand silently whipping, as if caught its own private tempest. She clasps his ruined armor in her talons, and is gone. Both of them, and entirely gone. So there goes your mommy. Level up, level up. Level up for Vera. Vera is now a black horn warrior. I don't think I've ever gotten anyone to a black horn. Let's see, vigilance, 2 reaction strikes. Yes, that's what we want. The never before ball is ended. Don't call her mommy. Don't call her my mummy. Why? I think of her as my cold aunt. My befeathered and betimes admired aunt. Were you scared I'd die? Am I not your successor in all but name? Yeah. Anyway, now you have the measure of my companions. Imagine my confidence. Yes, you brought me heroes, LTR. though I can't guess how you charmed them. Oh, speaking of charming, Agar fears that Growlithe knows something and says they're not heeding him. And I promise I would say so. I hate that bean-skinned rooch. But he does not hurt anyone. You have heard my report now, so that satisfies. Am I allowed to give you greeting? You? I'm not sure, but I think I have outlawed it yet. Then, oh dragon, great dragon, I am Kalem. I want to greet you one time, though I admit I feel unfit to do so. Politeness is never out of place or style, Kalem, young mighty scion of Kior. You good? You all know we're owed more than this as far as explanations, right? Owing is always an improper word. Owed? Something's promised or it's not. Ask a goddess, she'll agree. Let us move this conversation from the mess of this hall to a mess hall. Alcides, you sound like you've not eaten. Yeah. Alcides doesn't actually wish for a confrontation. He's too tired, and a whole dragon feels like a lot. All now repair to the after party, where they will be faced with a fate of their choosing. Few things sing so sweetly as green to the green-starved heart. This isn't meant to be, but I'm honestly most excited just to be out of each other's sight. Leave each other alone a while. You're not okay, are you? You, need a hug? Oh, what? I'm okay. Yeah, dumb, right? She gave me her answer. Answers did not come until after the banquet. In a darker hall and a grander still, deceived partygoers packed the long tables, which all were bowed from the heavy they were laden, the kind of excess only appropriate in a dream. Constant wanders emerged through the conversation as the meal went on. As guests ate, their injuries healed. They smiled to each other, biting down on rum pies, brandishing unmarred wrists, rubbing newly unbruised eyes. None had died. Someone at one point noticed that, and what a great marvel that was when they considered it. Before retiring, the dragon went round to each guest, slow and with state, sharing words, then in perhaps a sole moment at all night when not an eye was turned their way, Glyphorix seemingly disappeared. Not long after, Althea led her companions away, down 199 steps, to a chamber vast, and dark and spare, a lonely kind of dragon's lair. You actually look tired. I knew it. I look like I've been splatter-fried by some misguided megalithic thixobard, don't I? Better you had not mentioned it. Some of us can be sensitive about our appearance. I'm not sensitive. I'm vain. But she was insistent that I permit you this special audience, because I wished also to hear it. It made me wonder if it was not in fact she who charmed. I also wanted to hear it, you huge lazy lizard bat. You lied to me from the start. That massive head, heavy as an oak tree, whips round horribly quick. And oh, every gaze is reminded then, a dragon is always decided what dies and doesn't. I don't remember that. You do. Stop being too much. I have foreseen great danger, Althea, and it needs great answer. When we planned for a ball, you said this to me. But I think no, you had no premonition. The goddess told you. That was one of hers, Thelavine. You had left the wood, seeking your head. She asked to have him back, and he vowed to return him. Flippantly, one can assume. Is this not correct or close? Are you asking me? But why did she want you to save him? And did you even consider whether or not he deserved it? You know, I'm not someone to quibble over deserving. That's a question bitter creatures clutter their homes with. Does it make you mad? It certainly does not make me laugh. Then that is rare enough apple for me. From where I stand, and for how much longer I will be standing here, I do not know. You are both liars. Once more, Glyphrix appears indolent. A bored, unblinking stare scrapes across the travelers' faces, applying but the thinnest smear of dragonly attention. An extra layer is given to Kalim. Behind her youthful eyes, there wavers a woman who has lived in old age once already. I am no one worthy of notice, obviously, but I can at least say, Varaldian and Alcides, it is enough to summon tears that they came all this way at your invitation only to be used as shields. It is not kind of gross? A relentless pause follows, and Kalim's echoing declamation, which first boomed bright and daring, wilts slowly and dies in their ears. That must have taken a lot of nerve, huh? Oh, what? No. I did mean it, though. My eyes were watering. Maybe some of that was from being too scared to blink, but also I want to be thought it was because, hey, these good people deserve better. You were lucky. Glyphrix is absolutely different. After they had all stewed long enough in the fraught silence, Elthiar came forward, but Glyphrix halted whatever redress she had offered with a great exasperated sigh. I have enough control, you know, to see that guests I invite will reach me. I have that power. I rule this realm, and I'm not busy at nothing. You could have died. I forbade it. I don't get what yours and you're getting. It is of no consequence to me or to whatever occurs or how or why. Do you understand that? How greedy I think you humans are, always needing to be the comprehenders of what is and what passes, the lens keepers, lore writers, the interpreters of everything and being and happening in your universe. You're greedy. Those who would know the place and order of all things are only eager to be placed above them, do you think? You're monsters, guzzle maws. I know them to be greedy. I walk beside them. They're great aspirers, full of yearning sometimes, even when that is just a directionless, gut-wrenching want, even when it is not. And we are not unlike them, especially down here. Desiring makes us powerful, beautiful, dangerous. Even that flowered insect I know, Elthiar. You dense little hawk. That's my whole, you're greedy and clutchy and small, I'd rant. I could have tumbled the coals with my tail, then unexpectedly I'd smile. That's why I like you. A quiet gasp goes up from all attending. Probably the Grolls as well. They know their cause. But you ruined it, Elthiar, as you ruin everything. Ha! Then is there more you could say? You have control. You rule the realm. None of us could have died. Why? If you're so curious, I'll put it in thicker, truer terms. Do your best with them. There was one version of these events I would ratify. None are killed who are to attend my ball. Such a mandate is possible with the authority of this seat. This kind of governance is old in my bones, but lawmaking of that breadth, call it a vast expenditure of a dragon's hoard. I spent on it, and allowed only a miracle fate line to emerge, a destiny as near to perfect as one might ever be. A fate line. Even Thelavine then. Yes, because of your invitation, was protected, which is funny. It worked out rather well, that my efforts tend to. The goddesses pitied took some harsh convincing, but went back to her safely in the end. And yes, I'd sworn he would. The goddesses pitied. So the only one at real risk was you, and you laid there like a sleepy tavern cat. But if you had died, we all would have been thrown into whatever comes with the collapse of your power. Well, I wasn't going to die. Is this what you meant, Althear, when you said we owe Glyphrix everything? No, that was just... Did she really just say that? I always have expressed my gratitude to you. I was simply thinking about the past a lot on this journey. And you're right. I think my path went through deeper than darkness, and it is possible that I have not all the way returned from it. Althear goes past them, apparently intent on standing by herself. Hey! So anyway, I am relieved now that the exertion is over. But annoyed you have been cornered into admitting it. No, what could bother me? I tricked you into drawing it out of me, I'll say, and now you'll all go, knowing you have written in the purse of a dragon's mouth. You'll be my beholden. It kind of leaves me just sour. We do not have to believe all we were told. That is one thing to keep in mind. Changes nothing anyway. You won't tell me it wasn't me fighting those battles, and it doesn't change the efforts we made, or the choices that brought us to the end, together. So, now that all that's left is to go home. There is a door I've prepared through the pale and back to the good green world you came from, and even you who are torn out of your place, you may go too. And if you think that's not reward enough, well, too bad. That's all that was promised. You were useful to me, and silly enough to accept an invitation to a ridiculous dance somewhere as far as Netherflare. Varaldian recognized then that there was a plain reason she'd given Alcides to come here, and maybe it would be funny, but it wouldn't be good if she'd at least try to honor it. Just, I need to say, we, and this is true, we'd hope to plead your intervention where we're from, Droven. You visited Omeries, little wanderer. Snow is the dragon's voice, feathery, wide-blown, and cold. Then you should know there's no shortage of moments, times, places, battles. These pieces of all. They're all myths to you, but to me, they are opportunities through time and story that I might wish or be asked to visit my will upon. But if I was to go to do that, first my own, I would save Yidolali. Yidolali? The eldest sister. She is one of Glyphrix most speaks of, Yidolali, of ice and wisdom, she who lives again. She lives on and in loneliness, away from other beings. In the vast black winter, she waters the stars, lamenting the fury of dragons. The sweetest thing about Althear is how she listens. I will not intercede. I must not, if all you know and are is to keep its shape. I know it's bitter soup, but we've just got to swallow it. And that is just about how their audience with Netherflare's monarch ends. A striking young attendant appears to lead them from this chamber to the promised door. Before they all follow, Varaldian, talk with me a moment? Yeah. Don't worry, I will return her to you shortly, and we may say our farewells then. All right, but if you take too long, I will come looking. Let us find some privacy. There's plenty here. Thank you, but we seek our own. Really? How distracting. As the others dawdle in the direction they're pointed, Althear shows Varaldian to one nondescript side of the hall. I am sorry. All the mud, the webs, the layered lies I prepared, that you must still be plodding through. Dishonesty was not something I had thought much of since becoming this thing I am. What, a scoundrel princess? Please, I want to say having a face I am lying to have made me feel differently because it's mine? Or since it's your face, I never worry I won't be believed. Yeah, well. It was like I'd make my own rule right at the start, lacking any firm basis. I'd trust you forever. Well, Can I ask where this hallway terminates? My bedroom. Come on. Black stone veined in deeper black, the light massages subtleties from the seemingly smooth surfaces of the wall. Someone or something I have never told anyone, who was not a small star clump fallen from space. Fragrant of rock, of pleasant flickering oil, and the magic of founding stones deep and cold beneath the castle. My sleep never comes without nightmares. Really? Are they anything about anything? They're always about my home, nightmares of that house, my parents, all the very damp, awful details of death and after. I wish that it were fire I was afraid of. That would be easier. I might have conquered that. At the passage's end she pauses, a glow from a room beyond that smells of herbs and cherry wine. I know that I am who holds onto these memories, but is involuntary. Like a guilty reflex of hand, even when I tried to cast them away, I have instead clutched after them and clung onto them. And you can't hear the word home without your nightmare surfacing, awake or sleeping. But you led me up that dark hill. And since that night, afterwards those bad dreams happen less. It seems they crowded out sometimes by good ones. And that baffles me. 20 lifetimes or more might have gone by in this body since I thought good dreams were possible. Did she seem afraid of what she'd said? She turned and entered the light of her room, and they both already knew by that point this was to be the end. What made me stop trying? I sort of want to know. What would Caleb have said? She's always got some unexpected wisdom. Oh, no, I would only be just like you, probably. When I was in love before, it's in me, so I guess I can say it. When I was in love before, I didn't I did the dumb thing you're doing. I told her how I felt, and then I walked away. I don't know what your reasons are, either of you. Myself, I treated her like she'd ruined it somehow, like she embarrassed me just by hearing my confession. And she died then, that idiot, before I can say. Yes, so here. You may recognize those aromas from our travels. Black bottle, crimson moss, wine briar stems. I keep them all fresh. I have old rose cookies in some drawers. This is where you sleep. I sleep in the citadel. It is usually in here, and see, I even peppered the walls with glimmer lights. We could shove a big wardrobe in the corner and buy all clothes in the city. I can dress up as a new person for you every day for 100 years. Assuming we were intent on counting years between us, how about the 101st? I don't know. Is 100 years actually nothing? I'm only kidding. I don't know what you would think I'd want you to dress as someone else. Then why do I feel I'm not a possibility in your eyes? Once more, Althea turns her face. Some things are true even when we wish not to believe them. I can't go, I no longer... And I can't stay? No, you can't give up everything and everyone else. That is obvious, and who would I be if I allowed you to do that? I guess you'd be someone who wanted me to stay? Listen, I know this is all annoying to hear, especially now and from my mouth, but we are of different worlds. You are young, I'm ancient. You have not just your friends here, but your parents back home. Please, I hate how dull and serious these lines sound. Don't make me keep saying them. There's nothing that makes Viraldian stop. Paralysis of the lips brought on by having laid her heart on the floor. What was she expected to do after that? Pick her heart up? Put it back in her chest? Keep arguing with someone who maybe didn't even want to hear it that badly, she'd rather leave it and go. Let her make the choice. I never truly thought this through when we began. But listen, even if this might be stupid or selfish, and even if we only have a moment, Viraldian later claims they shared a simple kiss, pure and true. Their faces gold-struck, blood sweltering, and the room a teary blur. Who would be able to say any different? We spoke. Now I send you on. My companions, I trust too many sore feelings. Depends on who you mean. Anyway, sore feelings are for mornings after. They don't change the times you've had. Ah, how nice. Some parting philosophy from Alcides. I apologize as much as I earnestly can for what you four have endured, but while it was uncomfortable for us all, I cannot truly be sorry. Knowing you, walking beside you, it was a pleasure. But more, it taught me to reconsider things, old things, habits of being, in which I have become too grimly set. And so, go on and love the twilight. I think it will forever be your hour. Glyphric sent you off brusquely, but do not send you off with nothing, or so I do suspect. Just don't forget us, huh? I won't, even should I wish to. These little matchlight words, goodbyes, were all they could strike up between them at the end. Even at this parting, there were no real bright or lasting things to say. And so, a short while later, they are gathered there alone, 4 travelers, gazing down a short and unmistakable path. No guide needed, since the only turn to take is homeward. Unwatched and unaccompanied, at this odd-fitting archway cut into a random wall deep in the silent fathoms of a castle, their discussion has finally stalled. Their loneliness here begins to feel like the surging of water trying to push them out, back to places they might be better belong. So Alcides goes suddenly, closing his eyes as he plunges through. As he wasn't before he first into the pale, that far door is the only solid shape, fragrant of morning fields. Desire grips his neck then, to be on the other side and touch green leaves. How is it? I don't know. I kind of want to make an all-out dash, but I'm being good and restraining myself. My hesitation's probably just, well, I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm probably not hesitating, I'm just thinking. You're no rookie, come on, it's nice in here. Taurus screws his eyes then, and takes a diver's breath. Huh? Before throwing himself over the threshold. He seems mildly surprised not to be crumbling into ash. See, it's fine. I can smell summer after summer's rain. We really are returning to life, are we not? Hada said, walk in the faith in the storm of your woes, and you shall arrive on my blessed lay. So I will try it, and I will try. So Caleb wades into the white. And Viraldian stands there at the threshold, making the whole world wait, stands unmoving. Let's see. Let's take this one. Until a familiar voice speaks soft at her side. Viraldian, I want to go. Will you take me? The shock of those words, from what are unmistakably her lips, kills Viraldian, or it seems like it does. I'm sorry that this time I can't take your silence to mean yes. Can I just say yes? Come with us? But aren't you maybe also being mean and trying to make me go crazy? That is a funny concept, but no, I'm going with you. Viraldian? She says she's coming with us. Is that possible, though? Remember her story. She left once before and was dragged back here. But, of course, it'll be different this time. I am also wondering. Oh, no. But because, okay, I've thought about this actually. Anyone may go who may find their way, or else is led. That may be true for most, and assuming the lovely crow is right. I have always gone alone. I've traveled as far as Pale's Edge many times, yet I've never found that final step across it. Do you think I have only needed my own stalwart guide, and perhaps I was so self-certain that I could not see it? Could that be? No. Oh. No, but after our farewells, it did not take me long to realize I had no wish to be where you were not. So even if that meant, well, it did mean I needed to hurry and propose my reasoning side of a story of how I could mitigate the obvious. So I tried to arrange things correctly. I did try. So what's that mean? I may have made someone a tiny little promise. An oath. You want me to witness an oath without puking nails? It should only take effect if Raldayan does permit me to come along. Yeah, it's an amusing idea, owed mostly to who's spouting it. I suppose I could do my best, or the best I feel like doing, in the hypothetical moment to argue your case. You must really be sick of longing, my dear old ranger. How unusual. But Orufel, I've never thought to stop the goddess, and this won't be the reason I try. I can't guess if she will even listen to me, so be mindful, never two at home. So she promised out loud to the ceiling, basically, in front of the dragon. And why would that not suffice, do you think? What do you two know? If you two were lucky, we may still only get 60 years together. How exciting to have years again. But you do not know what price you may have to pay. Nor do you. And I have already made my vow, so you have already told me yes, that is done. So you are not curious to see what happens next? Like what? I might grow old and die alongside you, but I don't want to take your whole life from you. Or what if I crumble to dust the second I step out of this shadow world, huh? Why would that... Althea, why would you do this? For love. The trail doesn't bend underfoot. The door doesn't vanish. It's as simple as a stroll in the garden, and they all go together. I really have missed it. Grass under me, down to the water, squelching my toes in soft river silt, drying on the sparkle-grown granite, bearing my ankles to the sun, I remember. Across one creek and one creek bed, by night we should reach Tail Tallow, which is the roadhouse. The wind that rises and aches, sound of old trees, sunshine. It's as astounding now as nether flares bound skies. It's red and ebon hills. Our town's another 2 days. It could have been 2 months, I would have cared. Traveling out here is basically rest time to me. There are quirks they discover coming from a place as magical as neither Faruan. For instance, they hadn't ever supposed that Kalim was speaking another language. Hyoven van Sterilis gan Hoven Sawan. In fact, she wasn't the only one who will work to acquire the modern Yandrik. I am trying to say it slowly. Ulgosa Slowmore. Bird? Say it again. Right. In early light, the town roofs will glow gold and pink and crimson. Alcides and some new people? If you want to know what happened, we won. Evening will pack the tavern, where stories will be traded, the distant deeds of 2 different parties joined here in jubilation. And awkward meetings will continue for a while, new relations tentatively chiseled with shy words. They eventually will grow strong. I am honored to meet you. Thank you. I hope this can last. I even hope someday you'd maybe call this... Words like home can change their meaning. Foes become friends and fiction turn to fact. Mauled in the deep, in the dark of the heart, Every unseen thing is fluid. The whole sky moves in the course of a night's walk. And this is how you know a story isn't over. No life's decided, no future too dimmed or doomed, until every sun goes black, every eye closes even to dreaming. The end. Oh my god, we're done! Okay, so that is Wildermyth. Omenroad story. It was very wordy. You know, I did the last 3 episodes in one night, and that was probably a mistake. My throat's killing me right now. But I had a lot of fun with the actual game, and there's still the roguelike part of the game that we could always do. But I think we're going to take a break for a while. Thanks so much for joining me. This is Wildermyth, and if you liked this game or this season, there are 7 other seasons you can watch. And if you came from all the way from season 1 or the previous seasons, thanks for joining me in this one. And check out the rest of my channel for other videos on Wildermyth, board games, video games, and all sorts of fun things. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Taurus lived a new life, not erasing his first, but letting it mostly go. Hey, weird stranger, come out of the rain. Who's scared of a soft rain? That's crazy. Stories of their journey were met with rapt faces, even in strange hollows. How complicated! Tell it again!